Welcome to Simplifying Tech and Programming. So in today's session, we are going to check how we can install ELK Stack on Ubuntu Linux. So here we are using latest version of LTS version of Ubuntu. So that is 22.04, and we are using latest version of Elastic also. So that is the 8.12 version while recording this video. Okay, so in the agenda today, so first we are going to check what is the support matrix to install the ELK Stack. This means which version of JDK and what type of OS you have required. Then we will see how we can install and configure Elasticsearch 8.12 on Ubuntu Linux. After this, we are going to check how we can install and configure Kibana 8.12 version on Ubuntu, and then we will check how we can install and configure Logstash 8.12 on Ubuntu. Also, we will write a sample configuration for running the Logstash, and we will see how Logstash will work. So for this I am using my blog, so blog link is provided into video description. So first of all, in short, we will see what is the Elasticsearch. So basically Elasticsearch is used for real-time full text searches where large amount of data is need to be analyzed or searched. So in combination with other tools such as Kibana, Logstash, XPack, etc., Elasticsearch can be aggregate and monitor the big data at the massive scale. So in this tutorial, so we are going to check how we can do configuration of all three tech stack, and how we can install this on Linux distribution as well. So let's check the support matrix first. So in the support matrix, so this is provided by Elasticsearch. So currently the latest version is this 8.12.x, and here we are going to use this Ubuntu 22.04. Okay, so we can see this is supported for 8.12. So this is there. Then same is goes for Kibana and Logstash. So now we will check about JVM. So what is the JVM supported for latest version of Elastic? So that is Elastic 8.12.x. So you can see this the LTS version of JVM is a 17. So 17 version is supported, and then LTS version again, that is a 21. So 21 is also supported. So either 17 or 21. But in the latest version of Elastic, so JDK is coming inbuilt to the Elasticsearch software, that is a Open JDK. So we don't need to worry about installing JVM and all. Okay, so this is about support matrix. So now let's start with installing Elasticsearch first. Okay, so let's go to Ubuntu system. So this is my Ubuntu virtual machine. Here if you can see the configuration, this OS name is Ubuntu 22.04 LTS version. So this is the a stable version of Ubuntu. Yeah, so let's go to terminal, and okay, let me increase the font also. Okay, so in order to start with the Elasticsearch installation, so we are following these steps where first we are adding the repository PGP keys, then we are installing from apt repository, and then we are doing service level configurations. Okay, so this I have referred from this Elasticsearch documentation, so you can also refer this Elasticsearch documentation for 8.12 version. So here they are mentioned same steps, but in my blog I have simplified these steps in the user friendly way. So they have mentioned lots of steps. So here I have mentioned only essential steps which are required for running Elasticsearch. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so use this wget command to pull the public key and download and install the signing key. Okay, so copy this and go to, so here we have to go to root user. So type sudo su and then type the password for root user. Yeah, so you can see I am in the root user. Okay, let's go to directory etc. Okay, so this is the system directory where I can copy this wget command and say enter. Okay, so the keys already exist. You need to override. Yes, we need to override. Okay, so GPG key is installed. So now install this apt repository. So copy this. So we need this in order to install this transport client of HTTP. Okay, so this is done. So now next, we need to save the repository definition to this directory etc apt sources list.d. So copy this command. Okay, so this is done. So now install and configure Elasticsearch. So we have set the configuration environment. So now directly, so we can update the package index and install Elasticsearch. So copy this. Okay, so this is done. So now apt-get install Elasticsearch. So now it is downloading Elasticsearch package. So that is 621 MB. So let's wait for some time. So now it's unpacking Elasticsearch. Now setting up Elasticsearch. Okay, so it's completed its installation. So if you can see, so the unpacking is done. So it is giving some security configuration information. So this is your Elasticsearch by default password, or so Elastic generated password for your built-in super user, that is Elastic. This is your password. Then TLS for transport HTTP layers has been configured. Then enrollment token. Okay, so for Kibana we need this enrollment token need to be generated, so that we will generate later. Now if you want to reset password, we have to note this and then generate enrollment token for Kibana. Okay, so we need to use this command and generate the enrollment token for nodes if we are multi-nodes. So just we need this information later, so copy this to some directory. Okay, so go here, paste it here. Okay, so now it is saying not starting installation. Please execute the following statement in order to configure the Elasticsearch service to start automatically using systemd. So by using systemctl, so we need to enable Elasticsearch service. But before that, suppose we want to make this as a daemon service. So when you reboot this machine, then you don't need to rerun the Elasticsearch service again and again. So for that we need this command sudo systemctl daemon reload. So same is mentioned here. So just execute this command. Okay, so our service is daemon service now. So now we need to enable this Elasticsearch service. It is already unpacked, so we just need to enable the service. Okay, so service enabling is done. Elasticsearch can be started and stopped with following ways. So these are like a start and stop command along with a restart command. So just copy this and start the Elasticsearch. So if you can see, this is the stop command. Then suppose we need to restart. Then this is the restart command, and then we will check the system status by using this command. Elasticsearch is running or not, that we can see by using this command. Okay, so our service is started. So now let's check if it is active or not. Okay, so if you can see, this is status is active, so it's running since 17 seconds. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, so this Elasticsearch need so will refer its inbuilt JDK, that is from this Elasticsearch JDK bin Java folder. Okay, so let's see Control C in order to come out of this. Elasticsearch is started. it is giving as a started. Now let's test the Elasticsearch. So the default listening port of the Elasticsearch is 9200. So we can send an HTTP request on localhost in order to see the if you get the response. So the Elasticsearch 8.x version is like a supporting HTTPS protocol. So what we have to do, so just copy this and just add the go to notepad. So what it is doing, so it is executing the curl command in order to like see if this URL is active or not. This is the URL, elastic URL, but it is a HTTPS, so it needs the certificate also. So by default, this certificate is already generated by installing Elasticsearch. So it is Elasticsearch httpca.crt, and then this is the username, that is the Elastic, and this is the password. So we need to add the password. So password, we already recorded this password. So copy this password and paste it here. Okay, so this is the complete curl command in order to check if Elasticsearch is running or not. Okay, so here I just remove this clutter by clear command, and here I'm pasting this curl command, and let's enter. Yeah, so we got the output, success output. So it is giving the cluster name as Elasticsearch, then this my machine name is Stack VM, and this is a version of Elasticsearch 8.12.2, and this metadata information. So our Elasticsearch is up and running. So now let's move further. So now we will see the installation steps to install Kibana. So what is Kibana? So Kibana is just a graphical user interface in order to execute your Elastic query. It is like you can say for developers it is like a SQL developer. So if you are executing SQLs from the SQL developer, so for Elastic queries you have to use this Kibana dashboard in order to execute this query. Other way, like it is visualization tool for central logging system of microservices. So we can visualize the data or patterns from the logs into this Kibana. So it will create the dashboard, it will show the patterns. So you can configure everything into like a Kibana for parsing and visualizing collected log files. So our configuration setup is already ready for Elasticsearch. So just now we will execute this sudo apt get update and install this Kibana. Okay, so go to command line and type this command sudo apt get update. Okay, fine. So now sudo apt install Kibana. This will download the Kibana package. Okay, so 318 MB. So it will it start downloading the installer for Kibana. Okay, so it is unpacking Kibana. So now it has created a key store also. So in order to use this Kibana, so we need to generate the enrollment token for Kibana. So that enrollment token can be created by using this command. So this will generate when Elasticsearch is starting first time. So it will give the password also, and it will give the command to generate the enrollment token for Kibana. Okay, so this is your command in order to generate the enrollment token. So I have simplified this. So we need to go to this directory. So copy this. So what we can do, so we will open one more terminal. So now we have to go to Elasticsearch installation directory. So that is a user shared Elasticsearch, and just execute this command. So it will generate enrollment token for you. Okay, that's it. So our token is generated. So copy this token, save it into your text file. Okay, so now moving further. So we need to run Kibana with systemd. We need to start Kibana as a daemon thread, so that while after rebooting your machine also, so it will be start automatically. So go to terminal and then execute this. Okay, so daemon reload is done. So now we need to enable this Kibana service. So copy this. Let's clear this. Okay, we are just enabling Kibana service. Okay, so service is enabled. So now Kibana can be started with this command. Okay, so copy this command and start Kibana. Okay, so it is started in the background. So how we can test the Kibana? So by using this command also we can test. Instead of start, you can put the status status. Okay, so it is saying service name is Kibana, so that there is a green dot which is active, which is running. Okay, so now how we can verify this? So here it is telling that go to this to be started. So we need to copy this, copy link, go to browser and just add it here. Yeah, so it is loading Elastic. Okay, that's it. So it is, so first time we are running this Kibana URL. So it is saying configure Elastic to get started, enter your enrollment token. So that we already generated here. So we have to copy this and paste your enrollment token here. Oh, remove this and let's say configure Elastic. Okay, so now you can see it is a setting up Kibana also. Okay, so it's loaded. So we just need to enter your username password. So our username is Elastic and our password is this. So we already noted while starting Elasticsearch first time. Okay, so just say login. Okay, so just we need to paste the password. So it's loading Elasticsearch. Yeah, so Kibana is loaded. So you can see this is the Kibana dashboard. So these are options where you can see or visualize. So here you can see this Elasticsearch version 8.12.2 and this is the user session, that is Elastic. Okay, so here like we have like lots of options here so that we can explore, but the main option where like you can execute your queries, that is a DevTools. So go to DevTools. Okay, so this is the Kibana dashboard. So there is a command cat indices where it will list all the index present into Elasticsearch database. So if you can see, these are some system indices which is starting with this dot. So we can verify this by creating one index also. So like this is the create index command to create this test index. Let's execute this. Yeah, so it is executed. So now just put get test. So this is the schema of this test, and there is no data. Just we need to search. Yeah, so there is no data yet. So this index is created. Test index is created. So like this, we can able to visualize the data from Elasticsearch. So there are different options. So like in analytics, in discover tab, so we can visualize your log files. So we can create the different dashboards from this visualization commands or tabs. In the stack monitoring part, you can maintain your different nodes of Elasticsearch also. So this is it for Kibana. So let's move further to install the Logstash. So basically, Logstash is a tool that collects data from different sources and it converts into desired format. So the data it collects, it passed by Kibana and it stores into Elasticsearch. Okay, so basically, this is the diagram where like we can visualize the Logstash. So like this Logstash is a pipeline where it divides into three structure. One is the input, filters, and output. And to the input, the data source is provided. So it can be any form like a SQL, CSV, or any stream of data. And this output, it will convert into desired destination. So it can convert into Elasticsearch also, or it can convert into another different data formats also. Okay. So this we want to install this. So just we need to install this git install logstash command. So go to this, let's clear this, and sudo apt install logstash, enter. Okay, so it's a 349 MB file, so it is downloading. It will take time as per your network speed. So it is unpacking Logstash. Now it is setting up Logstash. Logstash configuration is completed, so just we need to start and enable this Logstash. So this is command in order to start the Logstash service. Yeah. So Logstash is started, so now enable this service. Okay, service is also enabled. So we need to check. So how we can make sure that this Logstash is installed and it is running. So for this, this is the command. So it will tell our service is running or not. Sudo systemctl status Logstash. Yeah, so you can see this green dot means and it is active running. So Logstash is running now. So it is started Logstash. Yeah, so this way now Logstash is also installed. Like a whole stack we have installed, like Elasticsearch, Logstash and Kibana. So I'm giving one bonus here. So we will configure one Logstash file. We will try to run this Logstash file, and we will verify how this Logstash work. Okay. So in order to do that, so we need to create this file, that is a Logstash. Your Logstash configuration we need to create. So go to this directory and create this file. So I will copy this file name. So we need to go to etc logstash. So Control C, clear, cd logstash. So cd logstash. Inside this, we need to create this file. Okay. So we need to input the data. So copy this. So I will tell you what it is doing. Okay, so just like I mentioned, so we have this. So this is the Logstash sample Logstash configuration file. So we have an input, that is a stdin. So whatever we will do input from command line, so it will accept as a stdin. So this is the input. Then we have filter. So if you need to process some data, then we have to write that commands into filter, and in the output, so we need to mention what is the destination of that data. So here we have mentioned that, like in Elasticsearch, so go to this host. So this is our Elastic URL, and create this index, and by using this username password, and write that data into this index. Okay, so this is a basic command. So here we just need to edit this information. So we need to add this password. So this is done. So copy this, go to terminal and paste it here. Okay, save it. Okay, now we just need to run this Logstash configuration file. So go to the directory where Logstash is installed. Logstash directory is user share Logstash. So go here. So we are in user share Logstash. So let's verify. Okay. So we have a bin directory here. So from here, so we can run. Now copy this. So this is the basic command in order to run the Logstash. Okay. So run the Logstash configuration file. Okay. So we just executing this Logstash from bin file. So this is the Logstash command, and -f and our path to the Logstash configuration file, so that we have written here. So let's enter this. Okay, so it is giving one error now. So expected one of the escape character at the line 25, column 12. Okay, so what we will do, so we will go here. Then this is the logstash stack.config. So open with the text editor, line number 25. Okay, so remove this std out because it's giving problems, and then save this. Yes, it is saved. Now just try to run this again. Okay, So now it is a started pipeline. So again it failed with the Elasticsearch unreachable. So it unable to find the valid certification path into target. So we need to map certificate into Logstash configuration file. So we need to add CA certificate also. So just provide this path. So this is already there into your it is Elasticsearch cert directory. So just we need to add this as a CA cert and the certificate details. So just save it. So we have added this certificate. So now let's try to run this. Let's clear this. So you can see pipeline is running. So we just need to post some data. So for data also, our data is also ready. So this username.csv, copy this and paste it into our terminal. Let's verify in our Kibana if that index is created. So this one is the index. Let's hit it here. Yeah, so you can see this information is came here. Okay, so totally we have 6 documents into this index. So let's try to insert one more and verify. Okay, so copy this, go to terminal. Let's see. Okay, so we got 7 documents. Let's check. Yeah, so we got Alice also. This is the message we put, and host name is stack VM, and this is the index. It is created stack index. It is created automatically. So if you go here and see, this is the stack index we have provided as index name. Okay, so here just you need to add this certificate, and that's it. So you will all set. So as a conclusion, so now we are ready with the ELK stack installed on your Ubuntu system. So start adjusting your ELK as per your needs. So this tool can be customized for individual use cases. So customize data streams with the Logstash, gather various types of data, or utilize Kibana for easy browsing through log files. So this is all about ELK stack installation on Ubuntu or Linux. So stay tuned for further interesting sessions, and thanks a lot for watching.